Good morning. This is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato morning headlines on March 15, 2022. Facebook and Instagram users not allowed to call for death of Putin. The Guardian, Russia bans Instagram, taking 80 million users offline. The Independent, Kremlin bans Instagram over anti-Russia posts. News. The Times, This Is My Life, Russian influences take stock after Instagram access blocked. The Guardian, Russian influences bid tearful goodbyes to followers after Instagram ban. Boycott of Russian gas and oil could cause mass poverty in Germany. The Guardian, Russian energy import stop could cost Germany up to 3% of GDP. Economists. Reuters, Germany's Lindner rejects Russian oil, gas ban. Tagesspiegel. Bloomberg, Western leaders must be honest about what it takes to stand up to Putin. Financial Times, opinion, the EU might want to cut off Russian energy, but fuel-dependent Poland, Hungary and others have other plans. Free COVID testing in special schools in England to end this month. The Guardian, did COVID testing really cost £2 billion a month? Daily Mail, survey, 2/3 in Norfolk will turn back on COVID tests. Spain has seized Russian oligarch's $140 million superyacht in Barcelona, PM says. The Guardian, Spain seizes Russian oligarch's yacht in Barcelona. Reuters.com, Roman Abramovich's superyachts are on the move as vessels owned by Russian elite sail away from sanctions. Evening Standard, Italian authorities seize one of world's largest superyachts from oligarch. Guardian News, CA, Italy seizes one of the world's largest superyachts owned by Russian businessmen. Fox News correspondent Benjamin Hall hospitalized after being injured in Kyiv. The Independent, Fox News journalist injured outside Kyiv, network says. The Guardian, British journalist in intensive care after suffering serious injuries in Ukraine. Daily Record, British journalist hospitalized in Ukraine while reporting for Fox News. ITV News, Psaki reacts to news of Fox reporter Benjamin Hall injured in Ukraine. Police seek man accused in killings of homeless people in New York and Washington, D.C. The Guardian, killer shoots 5 homeless men in New York and Washington. The Times, police hunt suspect after homeless people killed and injured in spate of attacks. ITV News, as police hunt for gunmen, fear rattles homeless people in 2 cities. The New York Times, hunt for New York gunmen shooting homeless people as they sleep. Ukraine war, Boris Johnson calls on Western nations to take back control of energy supplies to end addiction to Russian oil and gas. Sky News, Boris Johnson, West made terrible mistake by failing to punish Vladimir Putin for Crimea invasion. The Telegraph, Boris Johnson News, Live, PM says West made a terrible mistake by continuing to rely on Russian oil. The Independent, UK will continue providing Ukraine with defensive weapons. PM spokesman. Reuters.com, no, war in Ukraine. HASNT saved Boris Bacon. Roman Abramovich, new evidence highlights corrupt deals. BBC, Roman Abramovich part of £2 billion organised crime scam. The Times, Roman Abramovich, new evidence show Russian billionaire deals way-day corrupt. COVID-19, cases up nearly 50% week on week, as expert accuses ministers of wanting to get rid of data and move on. Sky News, all the COVID data in Peterborough exactly 2 years after the first city cases were recorded. White House warns of significant consequences if China aids Russia, as it happened. The Guardian, what time is Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's joint address to U.S. Congress? The Independent, Ukraine's Zelensky to address U.S. Congress on Wednesday. Reuters.com, Volodymyr Zelensky expected to urge jet transfer in address to U.S. Congress. The Guardian, Zelensky to deliver virtual address to U.S. Congress. The Russian commanders killed in Putin's war on Ukraine including 3 major generals. The Independent, Ukraine war, Russia loses its first GRU military intelligence spy as toll worsens for Putin's troops. Evening Standard, commanders among 12,000 Russian war dead. News. The Times, the Russian commanders killed in Ukraine invasion including brutal warlord. Boris Johnson plans Saudi Arabia visit to seek oil supply increase. The Guardian, MPs call on Boris Johnson to cancel Saudi Arabia visit after mass execution, as Minister defends Newcastle United takeover. Sky News, Boris Johnson urged to scrap plan for Saudi Arabia Brexit trade deal after 81 people executed. The Independent, UK plans to move away from Russian oil and gas delayed as Boris Johnson prepares Saudi Arabia visit. iNews, swapping Russian gas for Saudi oil is not the answer. Ukraine war. This is the result of appeasement, anger after attack on Kyiv apartment block strikes terror. Sky News, Ukrainian residents rescued after Russian strike hits apartment block in Kyiv. BBC News. BBC News, Ukraine war, everything we know on day 19 of the Russian invasion. The Guardian, residents pulled from rubble as Russia strikes apartment block in Kyiv. The Telegraph, 2 killed and 7 injured in Kyiv's Antonov aircraft plant attack. Russia-Ukraine war, what we know on day 20 of the Russian invasion. The Guardian, Ukraine crisis, US warns China against helping Russia. BBC, China has already decided to send economic aid to Russia in Ukraine conflict, US officials fear. The Guardian, editorial, if China helped Russia's war of aggression, it would cost them dearly. The Independent, Ian Duncan Smith, the Ukraine war shows just how foolish we've been to depend on China and Russia. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.